So I got level 9 last time. The upgrades for the Havoc. Ristocoral. So I spoke too soon.
I tried.
First repeat.
I tried.
You did try. Okay, so after this, we'll just select certain missions.
Danimalee brings up a good point, which I saw in comments earlier. He has said it twice just to ensure that I saw it. Is an easy way to find the fragments, so I'll try that this time. I think on this map, though, I shouldn't have too much trouble.
Oh, so when you're looking for the fragments, rally your gateways, and you can see it on that little vision bubble.
Yeah, it's literally a picture-in-picture, so anything that's actively happening on the map is indicative of where the fragments are.
Right. So if my army's moving around or your units are moving around, you can see it.
Did they hotfix the supplicants, do you know? I don't think I downloaded anything.
A hotfix?
I don't know.
See a hotfix? Well, I'll try. Let's see. I'll be able to test it out.
I assume it's not been fixed.
The Ascendant bug. What's the Ascendant bug?
Yeah, I didn't know there was an Ascendant bug also. Unless you mean the Supplicants.
Yeah, the Supplicants... As soon as you turn the gateways into warp gates, you can only make Zealots. You can't make the Supplicants anymore.
Well,
the bread
Zealots
and
are pretty
butter
good
of...
relative to the Supplicants, depending on what you need the Supplicants for, I guess.
But they're just standard Zealots. They don't have Whirlwind, or... I don't think you can research Charge for them, either.
On a note of dogs, this was the first true snow for my new doggo. Well, that's nice having her, Hal. Ours was, yeah, we got Coco, and she came from Georgia, so last year was her first winter, and she loved it, but also it kind of freaked her out a little bit too.
Mm-hmm. So have you tried? I was reading that the Void Templar are supposed to be incredibly strong. I don't know if you just have to wait for their upgrades.
I want to try one of the Blink builds. You have to whip back and forth with them. I think that would be really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That shall be of use.
I also wonder if my Warpins can attack rocks. I assume so.
Or just use your first call down.
Well, it's 500 minerals just for the rocks, so
it's quite a lot. Oh, there's Coco.
Coco. You hear someone outside? She does that anytime someone walks somewhat towards our door.
It's not that she misses your wife.
She probably does. I don't know.
Yeah. I know dogs that they can become attached to certain people.
Yeah.
Like one person over the other.
That hurts. I don't like the implication.
I'm just speculating. I have no idea.
My Void Ray stopped to attack a doodad. That was nice of them.
Enemy terrors in the vicinity.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can deal with the attack wave.
Okay.
Unless you can take care of both.
I don't think I'll be able to.
Okay. Yeah, I have structure overcharge.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's a pretty easy way to start these maps. I took my expansion really fast. I wanted to see how quick I could get them. The answer is really quick. The thing with the Dark Templars, they can't attack air, so even if you do the Blink build, which seems like it would be really fun, I definitely want to do it, by the way. One of these maps I will do mass DT, Blink like crazy.
Yeah, we'll try out every single possible combination of units. Try them all out. That's the nice thing about leveling in the commanders. You have the option to try out all the different builds.
Yeah. I got a level 3... new stuff. Like my top bar stuff got extra items after the 3rd artifact fragment or something like that.
Okay. We'll try it out. So have you made up your decision on the Avatar of Essence or the Avatar of... I forget the name of the other one. Which one?
The Essence one is
better?
Clearly better, yeah.
Okay.
It's just insanely good. I think the first fragment is over on the other side of the map, unfortunately.
So that's your first objective. Best of luck out there.
Have you tried the rallying technique?
I just tried it, and then I gave up, and then I realized I think I knew where it was, so... Oh, this wasn't not where it was. Certainly looks like it would be here. It's like in our base.
Well, that's convenient. Is the first one usually pretty close to the starting area?
Yes. It's almost always in the expansions or near the first objective. I'm sure it's different, though, based on the... Oh, see, I can't do the DTs here because it's an air composition.
No. Well, unless we do all ground units, and... Well, it's still going to be Terran Air. Just the Vikings.
I'm going to try the Void Suppression Crystals this time.
Okay.
I guess I can only really make Stalkers realistically this time.
Oh, they fixed...
The prophecy.
The Ascendants?
They fixed it.
Oh, nice.
The stuff like... Nice. Thank you, Blizzard. That was quick. Did they fix any... Zeratul? Have you found any bugs for him?
I don't think so.
They might have fixed... If there were any, they probably fixed them.
Yeah, I hadn't found anything that seemed like a problem.
That's cool, though. Happy about that.
Yeah.
I can actually warp in units.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna make Stalkers. Oh, and Immortals. Immortals that can shoot air. I almost forgot about that.
Destroying them is your main objective.
So I got this new thing that I'm gonna try.
I bring wisdom in times of time.
What is that?
It's this big crystal, and it debuffs everything around it. 70% slowed attack speed.
That seems really good.
Lasts a while too. I took
Yeah,
that
it
over
does.
the monoliths though. The monoliths are obvious as like insane. Zeratul, no!
Alright.
It's like bound to happen.
Yeah. Just happy I can finally warp in units.
I seek the path of salvation.
So one of the achievements for me is to get all 3 fragments by 12 minutes. So I'll be trying that for a while, as you can imagine.
We still have time to do it.
Well, I mean, you only have to do it on hard, so like I might be able to do it now. I'm not sure. I know exactly where this one is. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Well, I thought I knew where this one was, but I think it's... Sometimes it's almost going to be easier for me, rather than clicking, to actually just look. I realize now.
Just look at the minimap.
Yeah, because this is almost more of a pain. But I'm pretty sure it's... I thought it would be one of these turns. It's like on a road. It's up here.
I seek the path of salvation.
Yeah, and the more you're familiar with the map, the easier it's going to be. And I guess the more you play with Zeratul as well, because I'm assuming they're not in completely random locations.
Right, right.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
It'll take more than a few void
Okay,
shards to
that was
defeat
worth
the
it.
Dominion.
As it must be.
Letting Zeratul die for 60 seconds is 100% worth it, I think, every time.
I haven't tried the warp prisms. It's like, Alaric does not have an easy way to warp in units on the battlefield. But,
No.
Destroy all of them.
Depending on the size of the map, though, you
warp-
don't really need to.
The enemy
But he has the warp
moves to
prism, so.
attack our base. We must be prepared.
Let's try this.
Void suppression crystal. Oh, that's the
That's pretty good, yeah.
cripples enemy units and buildings as well.
My warriors again.
So not
Zeratul.
only enemy units.
That pirate scum ransacked
Zeratul's
the
been
city at a
revived.
time like this?
Oh, they actually have
I
an
know
attack.
It's a personal request,
Okay.
but if you can,
Oh, the war prisms.
The war prism.
Yeah, and then you can overcharge them. They recently
Right.
added that as a thing you could do. It's pretty good.
Well, it's dead. I'll make another one.
That's the thing about the Dominion. Even in a crisis, our rule of
Yeah, it was nice
law
of them to have
holds
added an
firm.
attack for them, but... Well, there's not really a but. It was good.
It's something, yeah.
Let our enemies
Better than nothing.
cloaked enemies cannot deceive the eyes of the
Zeratul.
You can do some Warp Prism Micro of Alarak. Is Zeratul dead?
Oh yeah, he's dying a lot. I have to remember to like click my special units into the bases, otherwise they don't attack.
Yeah.
Unlike Alarak, who can just like heal for free a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to worry about him dying. As long as you have units next to him, just
Yeah.
have enough suffocants. It's great.
What I would really like is, well, I guess Chrono Boost is good, but I wonder if I'm going to get an ability that increases how fast I can build stuff, because it's just like my units, like having to spend money on,
As long as our minds are clear, we
having to spend money to get,
even
should be right up here.
enemies descend on our base.
extra production structures. It's kind of a pain.
This reassembled artifact holds great power.
Oh my god, these immortals. Like, I'm already +3 on
so
everything.
Void Shard terminated.
Yet
Back
our
away.
foes have learned little.
Things are almost back under
Cloaked
control.
units coming.
This is the last group of Void Shards. Let's take back our city. These wretched pirates are about to get a hell
Where
of
are
a
they
lot more
going?
than they
Okay.
bargained for.
Thank you.
Banshees in
Take
your
them
base. Warping some Havocs.
Wow. They've got to decloak eventually.
Oh, they made it just in time. I mean, as long as they're just going for your Nexus. I guess that could also, like, if they wanted to make Brutal a little harder, like, have the Banshees actually attack your probes instead of
Yeah, they go straight for the buildings.
the Nexi.
This is probably one of the easiest maps, I imagine, to have gotten the 12-minute thing, but I also had two that spawned right in the second enemy, or the third enemy base, so that was kind of tricky. Oh, you do get faster building time for units. Cool. Jay, will you stream Red Alert 3 with Deltrin, or still do normal episodes?
Address me.
What do you think? What do you say, Deltrin?
I've never played
Me neither.
Man
I
of
don't know.
Conquer. Or Red Alert. We can try. Why not? If we have time. Let's do it. I'm up for it.
I can move it.
Oh, you can't.
I can move it too.
That's exciting.
Coming to threaten our base, but we shall answer.
Your immortals are absolutely annihilating.
They're insane.
Nothing
The anti-air is insane. Okay, I'm maxed.
I seek the path of salvation.
Your 100 supply. Oh.
I feel like the Void Rays are almost always a good choice, unless you're fighting like Zerg ground. I guess it always is going to vary on the enemy composition, but most of the time the Void Rays will still always be a good choice. Trying to think of a situation where they wouldn't be.
Salvation.
So what map do you want to play next?
Oh, I see. Now you're coming into my into my field.
What do you guys in chat want us to play?
Yeah, you know what? If we haven't played a map, you all dictate what order we should play them in. Let's hear it.
So we need a more challenging one.
Oh, get leveled up faster here.
Oh yeah, I wonder if I'll get 10. I don't think I'll get to level 10. So I just got level 9.
Wow, Zeratul has a surprising amount of survivability considering he just runs up to the front and should get smoked instantly.
Well, he gets stronger after each fragment, right?
He does, yeah, and his
so-
shield regeneration is
Like
pretty
that.
wild. I mean, he's dead now, but it was bound to happen. I mean, really the only army micro I can do is blinking my stalkers so that they do that extra damage, which they do automatically if they're getting shot.
Yeah. I know we had talked about the automation. You feel like it's a little too automated.
Well,
Like
yeah,
the fact
I mean,
that
it's just,
they blink automatically. upon
if they
receiving
get
damage.
attacked, yeah. So it's kind of like your Alarak ability with the stalkers, where they, upon taking damage, they become invulnerable. This one's more preemptive. As a projectile's coming towards them, they blink automatically. So I get that that's the point. But also they've got that double damage thing, so you can micro it to pretty good effect to get a big extra zap of damage like that.
Right.
But in any case, like, I don't really care in either way. It's just my personal opinion. I think they didn't need to do that, but I don't think it necessarily needs to be changed.
That's all of the void shards. The city is ours. You hear that, Amon? The Dominion is not so easily defeated.
The tutorials for the Red Alert games do a really good job at teaching how the whole game works.
Yeah. Well, at least you have experience with Command & Conquer. I don't know how
Yes.
different. Yeah, we already played Dead at Night.
It looks like the first suggestion was from
Last time.
Erdoctor, which was Scythe of Amon.
Of
And then
course.
Paradise suggested trains. So, of course, they picked the two that we always have the most trouble with.
Yeah, we always, for some reason, the train map. You want to do the train map first?
We were at the mercy of the chat, and they
Okay,
said
so Scythe of Amon first.
they wanted Scythe of Amon. Yeah.
All right. Did you get, what's your level 9?
I got the Zelnaga Void Array, flying wormhole generator, builds 2 at a time, can deploy to create a link between all Zelnaga Void Arrays on the field. So I assume what I can do is leave one at home, bring one with me, and then like warp units between them. So it's kind of like my way to rally units up, I think.
Okay. Sounds pretty cool. Let's try it out. That'll be good on Scythe of Amon, especially.
Yeah. I'll give it a shot.
So
Oh, whoops.
you've already
Scythe.
caught up to me.
I'm only halfway through level 9. I also got my first win of the day bonus, which probably helped.
Mm-hmm.